I want to thank you, Jason. We have Jason Perot, who is with a jumbo self-funded employer group. He runs the benefits for this organization. And I want to have a conversation with you around copay accumulator adjustment programs and what your thoughts are around these programs. So thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Clint. Privileged to be here.
I just want to ask in your words, to you, what is an accumulator adjustment program?
So when we think about an accumulator program, the way I view it is we have pharmacy benefit managers offering copay accumulator adjustment programs to counter the pharmaceutical company copay assistance subsidies for the enrollees receiving specialty medications. And in the end, what it's really designed to do is, I would contend, level the playing field with the members of an employer that may not be eligible for pharmaceutical manufacturer copay assistance versus those that are. So when you think about the math behind who is technically paying cash out of pocket for, based on their co-insurance or their co-pays for their medication benefit, their pharmacy benefit, taking that chip off the table is in theory leveling the playing field from their perspective with regards to your universe of members or employees that are covered under your plan benefit. They're all paying the equal amount of dollars that count towards the annual deductible or count towards the annual out-of-pocket maximum, because they're basically removing this pharma financial assistance out of the equation. And unfortunately, when you think about the cohort of members, if you have an individual that's earning $40,000 a year, there's a very significant impact. I would contend, based on pay equity and health disparities in the market today, there is likely to be a higher prevalence of affordability or lack of affordability. And when you take these programs out of the picture that are designed to benefit the patient, and that's really where we should think about, that's a wonderful thing as far as enabling access to these typically high-cost specialty medications. And if you're basically removing that off the table and not allowing that to continue to facilitate improved odds of medication adherence, then that's where you're really going to have some unintended consequences on your medical claim costs that will materialize over time. And lastly, I would just say that it's very important for, I would say, employers to understand that if you level the playing field, you're likely to pay more some other form on the back end because of the impact that you're making towards those members that may no longer be able to afford those medications. And when we think about specialty medications, again, typically high costs, I don't know anyone that's taken a specialty medication just to take a specialty medication, right? It's more about improving the quality of life as well and hopefully extending the quantity of life. And that's what is so wonderful about many of these medications that are available to them. So why would we do anything to impede their access and affordability to those products?
That was very well stated. And I just want to touch on a couple of the points that you made before we wrap this up. But